I like when they say there's too much
Hello.
screen. Oh.
Oh, oopsie. I just want to say hello. We are live. What's up, everybody? I am here with my lovely, lovely co-host, the Chestnut Tanuki, and today we are just doing like a Q&A. So it's just like we're gonna be answering your questions, guys. It could be about anime, could be about anything, could be about One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, anything, anything that comes to you guys' mind. Also, hello to everybody. Are you live on TikTok already or not yet?
I am live on TikTok. And I think that the sound is good.
Yes. So oh, by the way, we don't see it too much. Can you make it smaller? I'm looking at it now, or push it to me. The takes. So, everybody. So we're live also on TikTok for the YouTube people. She put some takes also on the YouTube. So I'm just telling on the TikTok. So I'm telling her to push them. So you guys can ask us any questions in the chat. It could be on TikTok or on YouTube. And we will be answering them. Yo, what's up,
You have
everybody on the
been
YouTube? I'm seeing you
promoted.
guys. There's Ragnar, Dozer, AX, the chemist, Brandon. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Oh yeah, now we see them correctly. So, Chestnut, if you wanna, I didn't
Good.
let you introduce yourself or anything. Go ahead.
Well, hello there. My name is the Chestnut Tanuki. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing anime because Has Been Hotel has been just better. Um, what's up, guys? You guys know who I
This
am.
is
All right, let's go.
hilarious.
Let's get a move on, Hime. Yo, what's up, Clinton? I already see
Yes.
one of the goats in the chat. What's up, my friend? Um, I feel like we can start whenever. If we
Mm-hmm.
need a question, I can always just have you start explaining your Kashimo take, and then people will
Oh,
flood
I
in.
can do that. I can do that. So why do I think Kashimo is above Yuta? Okay, so hmm, we're gonna have a fun stream. All right, give me 1 second.
Are you
Mm.
what are you doing?
For those of you who don't know, Kashimo is like the kind of he's like the NL of JJK. That's how I call him, to be honest. Um, uh, and he went against Sukuna, stronger Sukuna that Yuta and Yuji are going against at the moment. So I do believe that Kashimo wins against Yuta because yeah, what's up, Doran? Doran is already like what? Yes, Kashimo wins against Yuta. Let me explain. So Kashimo is faster than Yuta. So first of all, let's put this out there. I know that a lot of people are like, well, how come Kashimo is faster than Yuta? Well, I even like explained it on Twitter. I said that Kashimo's power is linked to electromagnetic waves, which travel to a speed of I don't know how to say this in English, so I'm just going to brush over it. It's like an equation. 3 fois 10 à la 8 mètres par seconde. I don't know how to say it in English, so we're just brushing it off. All right, and then in all electromagnetic radiation, no matter the frequency, travel at the speed of light. So all of his attacks are speed of light. Okay, so that's we're putting this aside. So yes, his attack are speed of light, and so imagine when he uses his curse technique, which surpasses his stats even more, you know, because his curse technique was like, Kashimo body has now surpassed the limit of mankind. So imagine it was already fast, but now it's even faster. So there's no way Yuta is faster than that because Yuta has not shown any feat that is faster than light yet. He is already having trouble with a very very nerve Sukuna, and again, there's no speed feat for him at the moment. Okay, so now that we address the fact that he is fast. He is faster than Yuta. If you want to say that he's not faster than Yuta, like you're just being disingenuous at this point. Um, so now that we address that he is faster, and also for the people who says that his curse technique that makes his stats go above like mankind states don't affect his speed. That's not true because I have here the panels that says increasing agility by activating his brain's electrical signal, and agility is linked to speed, so he gets faster. So that's already that already explains to you that he is even more faster in his curse technique. All right, I don't think I need to explain more that why he is fast. All right, so now that we know that he is faster, so I thought about it and I was like, the only way for you for Yuta to win against Kashimo is if Yuta is able to open his domain expansion to maybe have the ability to win inside of that domain expansion. But for him to do that, well, he has to not get like, you know, killed by by Kashimo first. So he has to try to not get attacked, or dodge the attack from Kashimo, which will be way too fast for him. So now I remember that there was a panel where Hakari was able to kind of like not dodge, but like he saw the attack coming to him, and then he let his arm get taken off. So can Yuta do the same thing? I would say that he's relative to Hakari, so yes, probably he can do that. He can do that, or maybe get Rika to take the hit. I don't know if Rika is fast enough. So if he does that, and he kind of like, I don't know, let his leg get hit instead, well, he can open his domain expansion, and then we can get from there. But let's say he can't do that, well, he's not gonna win. He obviously. And also, let's say that Kashimo just decides to go curse technique right off the bat. He is way faster than that, than his normal self. So Yuta won't be able to open his domain expansion before Kashimo actually hit him. So I don't see how Yuta will be able to open the domain expansion. But let's say that he's able, because he kind of like, he was able to dodge and Kashimo was not using his curse technique. If that's the case, well then Yuta's gonna open his domain expansion. But then even there, let's say that Kashimo don't want to have the sure hit on him, so he's just gonna have Hollow Whisker Basket like with his hands. He's gonna be stationary, so of course he's not gonna be able to move. But Kashimo doesn't need his hands to send waves to send attacks, and his attacks are still light speed. So how is Yuta still winning inside of the domain expansion if Kashimo can just also send attacks towards him? Now a lot of people were saying that, oh, if he opened his domain expansion, he can use some other copied abilities, like for example Char's copied ability to see in the future. He can use also cleave. He can use all of these things, but the thing is, like, you don't know which katana you're gonna fall on. So for him to fall on the right copied techniques, like Kashimo would already have like sent his attack and killed him. So again, I think it's all a question of who is faster, and unfortunately I think Kashimo is faster. And again, maybe he's gonna have some speed feats. Maybe Yuta's gonna have some speed feats in the future, but for now I don't see these speed feats. I'm not seeing them. I can't. You cannot. I can't. Sukuna was already having a hard time against curse technique Kashimo and his curse technique. So and right now Yuta is having a hard time with a nerfed Sukuna 3 versus 1 because he's using Yuji and Rika, and that's a nerfed Sukuna who can't even use all of his curse technique, his domain expansion. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, Kashimo over Yuta for now. So what do you guys think?
Well,
sorry,
you know, you really did speak a lot, Hume. You really did speak a lot. But I think that you're overstretching a couple things for Kashimo, bro.
What is it?
Well, number one, you're acting as if travel speed is the same thing as reaction speed, which it isn't. Just because Kashimo can travel at a very fast speed, and we know that obviously Sukuna can keep up with it. Let's be honest, I think that just increases the base speed for Jujutsu Kaisen rather than that's like an insane feat by himself. You can also react to things without being able to travel that fast. So there's a very high possibility, if not an extremely like high chance that Yuta can absolutely react to him, especially because he's said to be like relative to Gojo, right? He's not as strong as Gojo, but Gojo was literally saying that like Yuta is the person who's taking my place, and let's be honest, like Gojo would probably be able to react to that given the fact that he faced a full power Sukuna, and they were having fights. We also know that Sukuna has just like that really high physical prowess and was able to outspeed people like Itadori even after the fact too, right? So if Sukuna is reacting to Kashimo, safe to say that the majority of people, especially considering the fact that Gojo nerfs Sukuna like heavily, which I feel like people just don't realize. Sukuna even said it himself in the latest chapter, that he's like he got hella nerfed by Gojo, because I already know a lot of Sukuna fans like to say that he just like took him on. No, he's like super nerfed from Gojo. Most likely the majority of people can react to Kashimo. Are they gonna react to everything? No, but like there's gonna be a good enough chance for you to react to the majority of things. So I feel like a lot of the speed argument is like he'd have to, it's literally the speed blitz argument, but it's like speed blitzing doesn't really work in the way that a lot of people think it works.
But the thing is, like, his attacks are actually light speed. Because as far as I explained, his attacks are linked to electromagnetic waves, which travel to light speed.
Well, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I know the argument for that, and I think that's fine. That is not how the science actually works for electromagnetic waves.
Bro,
Because
this is literally the explanation that you can
Yeah,
find
but
on electromagnetic waves. If you
the
go
thing is,
actually,
yeah, but
search
so
for it,
here's
it's
the
true.
thing. You have to also add mass into that equation if you're thinking about like actual. But like this is manga,
Okay,
right?
but like, it does
So,
Jujutsu
like,
Kaisen care
yeah,
about mass that
so
they're just going
to be fair,
like
to
send
be
an attack light
to
speed?
listen, bro. To be fair, Jujutsu Kaisen does care about a lot. But what I'm saying is
Ah.
that just because somebody can travel or has a attack that can travel at light speed doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's reaction speed cannot react to them.
No. Again, as I said, because Hakari like was shown to be able to react to Kashimo before he was using his curse technique, but he still, like, for example, like, it was coming to his face, and then he moved probably and got his hand blown off instead. Like that, I'm not saying that Yuta cannot react, but all I'm saying is that if Kashimo goes into curse technique, which we have the statement that he is faster. It says here that it increases agility and that his body has now surpassed the limit of mankind. We have the statement. So he gets faster in curse technique, then Yuta won't be able to dodge, in my opinion, when he is in curse technique. Because even Sukuna was not able to dodge everything that a curse technique Kashimo was throwing at him. I'm just saying, in curse technique, it will be too hard. In base,
hold up,
he might be able to react.
Okay, but hold on, Hime, because that's also not taking into effect that, because you can read the rest of the panel with Kashimo where it says that he's literally going to be ripped apart after using his stuff, right?
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. We're not saying like
Hime. All Yuta has to do is block, bro, and just wait him out. He just has to dodge and block and wait him out.
But that's the thing. How is he blocking if Kashimo goes with his curse technique from the get-go? That's not happening because he's too fast. So again, it is only possible if Kashimo doesn't go curse technique from the get-go. It is only possible if that scenario happens.
I still think even if he goes into his curse technique, Yuta could still win. Yuta has, I mean, his whole domain, bro.
No, bro, his curse technique.
The thing, it doesn't matter how fast he is because it's all about reaction speed, and we've already seen that Jujutsu Kaisen characters can react to very fast things. So all he'd have to do is open up the domain.
That's the thing. Yuta has not been shown greater speed feats than Hakari at the moment, and Hakari was barely able to react to Yuta, to Kashimo, who wasn't even using his curse technique. So imagine when he's gonna be using his curse technique.
But look at Yuta's domain, right, and his sure hit thing. So like it's not going to be very easy. In fact, it's going to be even worse with a sure hit domain, wouldn't it? To try to go fight like 1v1 unless you're Sukuna.
Expansion.
He absolutely would.
But that's the thing. I'm saying, that's why I'm giving scenarios. If Kashimo comes and has his curse technique and Yuta hasn't opened a domain expansion before that, it's game over, unfortunately. But if he opens his domain expansion, yes, I can see like a possibility of him winning because of all of the techniques and stuff and like the hacks that he can have inside of that domain. But if he doesn't open a domain, unfortunately, I don't see him winning.
Well, what is he gonna do against Yuta just has so much in his arsenal with his thing. Like he was able to beat already, like he was able to go 1v1 with Geto, right? So it's like when you're looking at like some of the strongest people in the verse, like Yuta has been able to not only copy their techniques but also to like take them down bit by bit. So I wouldn't be very concerned about, especially like a current Yuta. Like I feel like listen, bro. I feel like people overrate Kashimo and they overrate his speed in the verse because he very much barely did anything. In fact, I think
you're downplaying him a lot.
Nah, bro. Are you saying like? Listen, I don't think he's doing anything. He may damage Yuta, sure. I don't think he's beating.
Do you know that Kashimo? Like, do you know that Kashimo what is it? Give me a second. Like he dodged a point blank word slash while in the air. It's like a great speed feat in the verse. Nobody was able to do that, and it was against Sukuna. Like that's a crazy speed feat. Like Kashimo is known to be very fast. Like I mean, I feel like the community just don't want to admit that he's fast because they know that like being fast is actually something like is regarded as more important than any other stat when you want to fight somebody. But it just again, I'm not saying that a Yuta who's opening his domain expansion wouldn't win. I'm just saying that if Kashimo goes curse technique from the get go and attack Yuta, it's over. But if Yuta opened the domain expansion and doesn't let Kashimo go into his curse technique beast mode, then yes, you might be right. There might be a chance for him to win. But if he doesn't, unfortunately, I don't see it.
But listen, bro. I'm just gonna have to disagree with you because I feel like your logic is very flawed with Kashimo, thinking that just because he can go up and hit somebody doesn't necessarily mean, number one, he has the AP to even damage Yuta. And take him out completely. We've seen that Yuta is incredibly durable during a battle, and we saw that during the battle with
Hikari was gonna die if he didn't use RCT in his brain. Are you kidding me? Anybody is dying from the sure hit of Kashimo.
Bro, literally look at how strong Yuta is and how he's able to take multiple attacks from like Sukuna as well too. So it's like you can't just say so. Let's say even he gets. But here's the thing: even if he gets the first, even if he gets, hold up, because you're interrupting me and you're talking over me, and I let you talk for a while. Don't scream, because listen, what I'm saying is that even if he's able to maybe even go up, and let's say he's able to get a hit off of him, that's not necessarily a one-hit kill on Yuta. That's all I'm saying. So to say that is crazy.
But it literally okay, go ahead.
Because then all of a sudden you have Rika coming out as well. So you have multiple factors. So it's like coming into close combat with Yuta isn't the one hit surefire that you think it is.
But there is a sure lethal hit after I think 4. That's actually the truth.
You said after 4.
Yeah, something like either 4 or something like people can correct me, but yeah.
So
there is a lethal one.
So yeah, but that's not the first hit, is what I'm saying. Yeah, so you can't just say because Yuta's going to be able to open up his domain at that point. It takes
but again, as I'm saying, if he does open his domain, yes, there might be a chance. But again,
there's not a chance. Okay. Also, I just want to say for everybody, there's 2 takes for Hime up there and 2 takes for me for the stuff. But let's actually answer some questions because these takes are just in case. We have Laxus asks us, what's our favorite anime?
One Piece.
I'm gonna go my favorite anime this season, which is Apothecary Diaries. Apothecary Diaries is like so good.
I'm actually watching Apothecary too with my friends, and we think it's very good. Like I like the fact that it's a strong female lead. You don't get that too much, and she's like, you know, she's so smart. I love it. She's like cute. She's like a little doctor, you know.
What do you mean a little doctor, bro?
Because she is actually a little doctor. Like
what do you mean little?
Is that, like because she's young.
Wow, you calling me short?
I mean, cute, I guess.
Also, thank you, Cass and Daydruk, for the hearts. I really appreciate it, my friends.
Oh my god. Yo, don't take it bad. It was because, like, little doctor, like, I mean, like, cute, you know?
Yo, Hime thinks I'm a little doctor, bro. That's
First of all, we have just 2 inches of difference.
She thinks just because she's 2 inches taller that she can call me short. That's crazy.
Oh my god. This is what it means to have, like, okay. Anyways. I guess next question.
Yeah. So those are like the cool animes for this season. If I had to go like favorite anime from last year, it would be like Jujutsu Kaisen. I guess favorite of all time is One Piece. For now.
Okay, here somebody's asking us, what's the first anime we've watched? Yo, that's a very hard question for me because I don't remember. Like, I mean, if we're talking about childhood, if you take away Pokemon, I think the first that I watched when I was hella young was like Detective Conan or something like that. That's how you pronounce it. When I was hella young. But when I was awake, like when I was woke and I was like, oh, I want to start anime, it would be Death Note for me. What about you?
It was Fate. It was Fate Zero. Was like my first anime that I've ever watched. Yeah, I love the Fate series. I'm a huge Fate fan. Alex said that Black Clover is his favorite. Black Clover is also very good. Also, I feel like I gotta go explain the take. If you guys still think that Sukuna is not nerfed, after he said he was nerfed in the last chapter, I don't know what to do with y'all. I don't know if people don't understand that Sukuna 250 is chapter 250, but I am shocked that people still think that Sukuna is like at his full strength. All I'm saying is that like Yuta right now is stronger than Sukuna because he's nerfed, and people will go crazy, bro. The Sukuna stands are wild, bro.
Yeah, no, she's when she says 250 on her take, she means chapter 250 for the people who don't know. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even explain that. Like at this point, if people just want to be ignorant, just let them be.
Listen,
I
bro,
want to say hello to 3 days, by the way.
Oh
Hello,
yeah,
3 days.
3 day. Yo, Valden's in the chat too. He says Chestnut over Sukuna. Listen, with this treasure I summon. Just
Yeah.
got the pose.
Do you want to ask a question? Brendan is asking us a very cool question. If you want me to.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Say. Okay, he says, which series has the best action objectively but subjectively, in your opinion? The best action. I have a hard time answering this one.
Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is like the best. I love the animation of Kill la Kill. I think that it has like the best animated scenes. They're very fluid. It has a lot of like motion to it. They're also very stylized, and I like it. So like it's probably one of my top animes of all time. I think that Studio Trigger is like the best animation studio to me. Definitely in my top 3 of like favorite animation studios all time. Studio Trigger has literally has never had a bad anime. Name one single badly animated anime from Studio Trigger. You can't. It's peak.
That's good. Honestly, action-wise, I have a hard time like just picking one. Like there's so many good ones. I would have to think about a shonen. Like for now, like all I have in my head would be like something like Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunter x Hunter, like Naruto, One Piece, stuff like that. I don't have like one that handles action better than the others, but yeah, that would be my answer.
Yep, and then Brendan also.
Ooh. I feel like One Piece handles its theme pretty good too. Like you can feel yeah, I don't know. I feel like it does. Like there's some themes that are like a bit more underwhelming than the others, but mostly it handles its themes pretty good. Oh wait, you left my club count. Let me put you back. It's me. It's me. Sometimes it does that. I don't know why. I put her back on. No worries. What other anime handles its themes pretty good? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, people are asking you to explain your Kizaru take, Hime.
Haha, the Kizaru take. All right. So, I do believe that in round 1, Kizaru was the one who won. I know that a lot of people are like, no, you know, he was down, but yes, he was not. He was down. He was not unconscious. Luffy was unconscious until he ate food and had his little lunch break. I'm not talking about round 2. Round 2, we still have yet to see what happens. But in round 1, Luffy was like was having a hard time just tagging him along. And again, we haven't seen Kizaru use haki on any panel. Literally, no panel was him using haki. Was just using his devil fruit, and also, he took an advanced Conqueror's attack and had no external physical damage. Like he was stunned and on the ground, and he was still speaking. He was like, I think I'm not gonna get up right now," or something like that to Saturn. And we know that he was mentally conflicted this whole time because you can see his speech changing when he was talking to Bonnie, when he was talking to Vegapunk, and when he was talking to Luffy. So also like he let his guard down at many moments. If he was 100% serious, I'm pretty sure that Luffy wouldn't be like it wouldn't just be the stamina that would like put Luffy down. It would be Kizaru. So there's that. Now I'm not saying that on round 2 he's not gonna take Luffy seriously. I'm just taking on round 1. There was all of these things, and also again, we have yet to see him get bruised by Luffy, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like nothing, he has no external damage yet. So there's that. And again, imagine when he's gonna start using haki. He hasn't even used haki yet. So I'm sorry, Kizaru over Luffy for now. Until Luffy actually beat him. And again, it will have to be like it's gonna be a Luffy who took 2 rounds to beat him, not just one. Just like
Which,
with Kaido, like it's very hard to put Luffy above Kaido when you know that Luffy had to go a million rounds against Kaido, and Kaido had to be weakened by other people. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
listen, bro. I think Luffy and Kizaru are equal. I've always said that they're pretty equal right now, considering that Luffy went down and isn't able to really keep up his strength. I don't think that Kizaru right now, especially as like the second round comes, I don't think he's significantly stronger. I also think that Kizaru and Luffy are still below Kaido. Um, so I know that Hime loves her Kizaru over Kaido take, which to me is blasphemous.
It was a reach. It was a reach, but I kind of like. I think that there's an argument to be made, but I understand why people don't agree with it. But the Kizaru over Luffy is not a reach, in my opinion.
No, I don't think
It is not.
I don't think it's that big of a reach, bro. But send a band. I see the views, Chestnut.
I'm just gonna put somebody asked
Listen,
like who
listen.
I am. I'm just gonna pin myself inside of your chat.
Oh yeah, go pin yourself, broski. Listen, y'all can't be having any of my TikTok money, okay? TikTok gods are finally blessing me as I make Has Been Hotel content, which BT dubs has been hotel community better than every other anime community. Let me just put that out there, like flat out. That Has Been Hotel fans love content, bro. They aren't like super duper toxic. They actually interact with your videos. Like, listen, I love One Piece. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. Y'all fandoms be sucking, bro. Y'all fandoms gotta get like Has Been.
But wait, don't you think it's because it has been here for a while, for a long time, and a lot of people like, you know, like the fan base is so big. Like me, how I see things is that the bigger the fan base, like the more there's gonna be toxic people, just because like, you know, you get more people. Don't you think that maybe down the line there's gonna be a lot of toxic people inside of that other fan base as well?
Listen, it's a different type of toxic, bro. I'll also be honest, my viewer base has been like more women, so it's probably why it's less toxic. Yo, them. What's my favorite Has Been Hotel song, bro? It's Loser Baby.
Oh yeah, she always starts singing this song.
It's so good,
She always
bro.
starts singing that song.
It's so good.
I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good. I completely agree. It's the music. You know, I hate musicals, but I was fine with that. Series. They would have sent.
Oh, yo, somebody said that the JoJo's fandom is good. The JoJo's fandom is also like really good. Like if you're in like the JoJo's fandom, if you're in like the Has Been fandom, if you're in there's like another like anime fandom. I can't remember which one it is, but like there's like three fandoms that are like
is
great.
very nice too.
Fairy Tail, that's what it is. The Fairy Tail fandom is like
heard.
if you make positive Fairy Tail content, they will like eat you up, bro. The Fairy Tail fans are hungry, and I love it.
I want to say JoJo. When it comes to JoJo, you guys, I started reading not reading, I mean watching JoJo's. I'm on episode 6 season 1. Like I mean part 1. I don't know how you call them parts. Bro, when I tell you I need to like talk about it on Twitter too. Oh my god, why does the collab cam keep like taking you off? That's so weird. Maybe it's my internet connection. All right, anyways, I put her back again. That's so weird. Anyways, but yeah, so when I tell you when it comes to JoJo, when I tell you that if this anime is the definition of don't let them know your next move, like because I have no idea what's gonna happen next. It's always so weird, like even during a fight. Okay, so like I was watching a fight, don't worry guys, it's like on episode 4 from the first like part. This guy, he was coming to fight somebody, and then he had his arms against his back, like behind his back, and he had like a weapon on his back. So like you would think that he's gonna use one of his hands to take the weapon. No, it was his hair. His hair went back and took the weapon, and he started fighting with his hair. I was like, what is happening? So like even action wise, like there's so much, like you cannot predict anything in JoJo's, bro. And also it is so fast paced, bro. I heard, my friend told me that there's as much panels in the manga of JoJo's as One Piece, but there's like half the episodes. It's kind of crazy. That means that it's very fast paced.
Yeah, JoJo's is pretty good. I love JoJo's. I think part 4 is my favorite out of everything. I'm like one of those people that didn't really like part 5. It's not like I hated it, but I just didn't very much relate to Giorno like how I did to Josuke. But JoJo's is really good. I've been wanting to do JoJo's content for a while, so maybe when like once Steel Ball Run gets an anime confirmation, like JoJo's is probably going to be one of the most popular things to talk about. I'm super
Mm.
excited.
Ooh, Jarhead is asking a super cool question. I think you're gonna like answering
Uh,
this. What is your guilty pleasure anime? I need to know.
Keijo.
Do
Keijo.
you want to tell them what is the anime about?
No. If you know what
Oh,
Keijo is, you know what Keijo is, bro.
okay.
I don't think I can say what Keijo is without being demonetized.
Yeah, honestly, that's a crazy ass anime. Me personally, I would say like it had to be like it's either like Grand Blue or the dub version of of Ghost Stories. That thing is so funny, bro. Sometimes I watch clips, it's so funny. But yeah, I like to watch like light-hearted like comedies when like for no reason. But also, I guess like my guilty pleasure animes are whatever Chestnut decide to make me watch. Because she's always like, yo, let's watch this. And sometimes it's the most crazy thing, or sometimes it's the most funny thing, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah.
That is a very good question. I will say, somebody's also saying, like, somebody said Hasbin fans or the new MHA fans. If you like Jujutsu Kaisen and you're saying that, buddy, you know what, you know what's crazy, and I'm gonna let you guys know. My Hero fans are not My Hero fans because they shipped like two boys together. That's not what happened. It wasn't the Baku. I mean, like they went crazy with that, and that's weird. The reason is the poster incident. Now, if you guys know what the poster incident is for My Hero, it is literally the same thing that happened with the Gojo figure in Jujutsu Kaisen. Just so you guys are aware. If you're a JJK fan, you have zero room to talk, my friend. It's not because
Yeah,
people got gay
honestly.
ships in a show that means they're My Hero fans. It was a different type of thing. Just so y'all are aware. Just so the JJK fans know. Y'all are the
No,
new My Hero
honestly.
fans.
No, honestly, yeah, like the JJK fandom also did some crazy thing. I feel like I don't want to talk and jinx the One Piece fandom, but for now, we're
Oh,
not that
there's
bad, right?
no. We're as bad, if not worse. As
No.
as bad, if not worse than what Jujutsu Kaisen has done. You know how long One Piece has been around, bro?
Oh my
And here's
gosh.
the thing: don't ever let a fandom make you hate a show. There is some
Yeah, for
absolutely
sure.
messed up people in every single fandom. Any fandom you see online will have absolutely messed up people. Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece. I mean, you could even look at like the authors. Like Oda has point blank put his approval and support to the author of Rurouni Kenshin, right? Sometimes you just gotta separate the show from everything else and just enjoy your life. That's my thing. Enjoy your life. Watch what you want to watch. If you like making stuff and you like content, don't let somebody say it's cringe because cringe isn't really what cringe is. Just have fun and enjoy yourself. And when you do, then you
True.
can start making money.
I agree. I agree. 3 days ask, what's your favorite feel good anime of all time? Feel good? Uh, that's a good question.
Yo, these are
Feel
so
good.
easy. Love Live, bro. Love Live is like one of my favorite animes of all time. I've watched it so many times. I love idol animes. Idol animes are like the best ones.
I don't know which one like make me, because I watch mostly serious stuff. I don't watch super feel good. I would say any rom-com would go inside of that category, but I can think of one. Maybe let me see. I would say like stuff like Kaguya-sama, stuff like that can make me feel good, but I don't have one that is like all-time feel good. Yeah. You're the one who's having an easy time with these, not me.
Yeah, these are super good. I like them.
Oh,
Um,
if
but
you want Brand, yeah, go ahead.
nope. I was gonna say if you have another thing, go ahead.
Yeah, Brendan is asking, if you could live in any anime world, what would it be? Like like he's giving like any options from like anime. I would say, huh? Do you have the answer to this for your side?
Um, Probably the fairy tale world. You get magic. There's not like horrible like world-ending events. Kind of like
Hmm.
honestly, the majority of people probably wouldn't survive in most anime worlds. Now, if I really wanted to choose a messed up world to be in, like let's say I wanted to choose like the worst world to reincarnate in, the Konosuba world, bro.
Worst?
Could you imagine being reincarnated like as Kazuma and you have to go through what this poor man has gone through.
Bro, that would be hilarious. No, you're right. Honestly, me personally, if I had to like, okay, so if I wanted to enjoy myself, it would be the fairy tale world. I feel like it's a very cool world. Like you have a guild, you have powers, and you just do quests. It's like an MMORPG, you know, it's funny. But if I had to pick one that is very interesting, that I would want to like, you know, like because it's interesting, um, I think I would either go with I think I would go with One Piece just because I love the whole pirate thing and like, you know, having the crew. But I know that I wouldn't survive. Like, if we're being honest here, I wouldn't survive. I would survive more in Fairy Tail than in One Piece. But if I was like super strong, I would want to be in One Piece. Yeah.
Very true. Also, FYI, yeah, Has Been is like the #1 show in the entire world right now. That's why it's like still popping, bro. So
Oh, what's up, Tamir? Yeah.
just
Hmm.
gotta say, bro. Just gotta say. Let's see. Oh, I'm going Black Clover. Got the goats to protect. Honestly, Black Clover would be good if it wasn't like you're predetermined how strong you are, basically. Like, I mean, like
Mm,
technically not, but like if you got somebody with like a 4-leaf grimoire, bro, and you're going up against them, you're messed, bro.
it sucks. Yeah, it sucks because like you have to be born. I mean, in any kind of like which anime where like you can actually become stronger because you want to. Like most of the time, you have to have like this innate ability as well. No.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like technically in Black Clover, like we see like some of the Black Bulls overcome themselves, but like they're connected to the main character. Like we don't really see that like happen with
Yeah.
just like randos. If I'm talking about
Yeah.
like randos that can get really strong, that's actually really difficult. Maybe my honestly, probably My Hero, where it's like you could just see some
Really?
random
Oh, you're
people
right.
because you can grow with your quirk, and your quirk is kind of like it's kind of like
Mm.
tied into your personality. So that's like the only one where you could actually get stronger. The majority of worlds you go, JoJo's with stands. If you actually get a stand, if I could reincarnate into JoJo's with a stand is a manifestation of one's will, bro.
Well, yeah. I
You
guess.
you
Listen,
don't know what a
I'm not
stand
here
is.
yet. I am not here yet, but I believe you. Ah.
Also, bro,
But
I don't know why people don't understand. I even separated the two takes on the
no,
TikTok. I
wait. Why don't you?
separated them.
You just put chapter. Put chapter before 250. I feel like people don't understand.
Listen, I'm gonna
Put
put
chapter.
chapter and I'm gonna like just add like Hime to one of these, bro.
Ah.
I'm just gonna add Hime, and then this way people know whose takes are who because this is crazy. Uh,
But let me see here.
nah, y'all
Um,
crazy, y'all crazy in the comments. Listen, there's some
oh,
good. Go
yeah.
ahead.
What's your favorite anime solely based on comedy humor? Honestly, I have so many that I find hilarious, but my top two I would say is Grand Blue and Konosuba. Konosuba is just so funny, bro. I can't. That
Aren't you
thing
lucky?
is
Aren't you happy I showed you
hilarious.
Konosuba, bro?
Yes, yes. I'm sorry because I would have never watched it alone. Because you know me and isekais, I'm always like, they're not good. But this one is comedy, is like, oh my god, you know what to say? Even the movie, bro, I would rewatch the movie.
The
I
movie
would
for
rewatch the movie now.
Konosuba,
It's so funny.
the
It's so
movie for Konosuba is one of the funniest things ever. Like it's so good. I would say like my like top comedies. I think Psyche K is like really funny. Super dry humor, but I love Psyche K and I think that a lot of other people really like Psyche K.
funny.
I would definitely say that Konosuba is like really funny. I enjoyed that one. There's like really weird ones. Oh, what is that called? Kermatier High School. I love bringing that one up because it's like just
Mm.
it's so Gen Z humor. It's so quaint. I love it. That one is
Somebody
pretty
said
good.
Prison School. We were going to watch Prison School at some point, me and Chestnut, and probably react to it. Like we want to watch Prison School. We heard that it was hilarious.
Yeah, I
Oh,
that's something I gotta do. Eminence in Shadow season one. Eminence in Shadow season one is so funny for no reason. The burger wrapper is the best part. Were you gonna read 3 days question?
if you could reincarnate with one magical power of your own choice, what would you pick?
What?
Mm. I mean, honestly, if I want to be smart about it, I would pick teleportation. I think it's the best power, to be honest. Like, you waste no time. You can just go to a place to another place. You're the fastest. But if I wanted to feel cool, I would pick like an element, like, you know, ice or fire or something like that. But yeah, how about you, Chestnut?
Mind control.
Wow, that went dark.
Mind control. I've already said, I guess I'll say this publicly. I would be so power hungry if I ever got actual power. That would be crazy. Somebody also said, yo, what is your thoughts and opinions on Comey can't communicate? I think it's really funny. I think it's very cute. I love Comey. I cannot remember the main character's name because he's just so average, just so utterly average, and his name was utterly average as well. But I think that their relationship together is cute. I really don't like the yandere, but I feel like that's like a very common sentiment. And then what is it? Najimi? I think that's their name. Najimi is great.
I haven't watched Komi Can Communicate. Do you remember when I said Komi can speak?
Yeah,
that time
Komi
where I
can
was that time I was trying to, okay, because we had to guess, like we were doing anime opening guessing without like, and then the opening of no, I think it was I don't remember if it was the opening or something that has to do with can communicate, and I didn't say the right title. I said Komi can speak, and then everybody started laughing because that wasn't the name of the title. That was so funny.
It was that is hilarious. I also don't know how to separate the takes anymore, bro. People are like, how do you think these two things? I've separated them. I put Hime's takes and I said Hime. And I put them on a separate thing.
Bro,
I don't know.
bro, you already know that it's useless.
Listen, bro. I've tried. I've done my best. I can't do anymore. I'm sorry. Listen, also,
Listen, it's
the
fine.
Blackbeard over. I feel like the Blackbeard over Shanks take is just an obvious take at this
You
point.
honestly go ahead, rant about this.
I still don't understand. Like, regardless of what you guys think, like, it's very clear, even from the last episode, that Blackbeard is just him. He is probably one of the strongest people. Could destroy an island if he really wanted to. His crew is insane. Gear 4 Luffy couldn't beat Cracker without help from Nami. Like, could not get past his defenses, and Van Augur took out the Cracker soldiers in a single shot. Elkiji neg diffed Cracker, bro. And this is something that like a Gear 4 Luffy couldn't even do. I'm sorry. Like when you're looking at Blackbeard's crew, when you're looking at his Devil Fruit, like Law literally used his awakening, an awakening which he did fantastic against Big Mom, and Blackbeard literally was just like, okay, bet. Literally just had a nosebleed and then took out Law. If you're no diffing people of that level, like you're no diffing Law, because like let's be honest, Blackbeard barely tried during that battle. It was like he used like 2 moves of his Devil Fruit and that was it. I'll say low diff Law just to be nice to Law, but like, how is Shanks even gonna go up against him,
Okay,
bro?
you,
Like,
you know
what
my
is Shanks
problem.
gonna do? Go ahead.
You know what my problem with Blackbeard? I think that Blackbeard is very strong. He has a lot of hacks, amazing and everything. My problem with Blackbeard is that he's so reckless. Like you saw, like when he let Law just like pierce him, I was like, come on, bro. Like when I saw this, I was like, if it was a lethal attack, like Blackbeard would be very much like in deep shit, you know. So if it's against somebody who is way stronger than Law, I think he needs to be less reckless.
He
So I
probably
hope
would
that
be.
like yeah, I hope that with experience and with time he's gonna stop being this reckless.
Listen, I think so. Also, guys, FYI, Sukuna is super nerfed, BT dubs. And he even says so in the chapter. I don't know how much more we can put to that. I think that there's a debate of saying, oh well, Sukuna still has it over them. Like you could be like, oh, Sukuna is still stronger than Yuta even now in his nerf state, and that's an argument. But y'all ain't bringing up that argument. Y'all just be saying Sukuna full power is stronger than Yuta. Ain't nobody saying differently, buddies. Go ahead, come bring me some arguments. Let's see what do we got for questions. Pre-time skip One Piece is hilarious. I love it. But Chestnut finds it Chestnut in a villain arc.
He made for Prime Minister of Canada because we don't have a president. That's so funny. Yo, Balden, you're so funny. We have Balden in 30 minutes out of the chat. What's up?
Yo, what's good? What's good? Blackbeard over Shanks might be the worst take of all time. You guys know
What?
Blackbeard is gonna beat Shanks, right? That's like
Yeah,
super set up in the story, bro. Listen, I know there's a lot of people who love Shanks. But Blackbeard is the final villain of the story, guys. Blackbeard has also just proven himself to be that strong. I mean, his crew is that strong. We got like one move from Shanks, but Blackbeard is top one in the entire verse. And as we see more of Blackbeard, we're gonna slowly start to realize that Blackbeard is him. And we've seen it. Like we've already seen just how powerful Blackbeard is. How like and here's the thing, right? Aokiji was able to like negative Cracker. Aokiji did like the same move on Blackbeard's crew, and Blackbeard didn't take any damage, and instead was like, "Yo, I want you to join my crew instead." Just to say. I feel like y'all are severely underrating Blackbeard. Blackbeard also took like a zero distance slash hit, a slash that destroyed a mountain from S Hawk, right? There was no scratch mark. He did not have any blood. He did not have any damage. The only thing is he was shocked that the world government was able to recreate Lunarians. Because that was literally the only thing. And as soon as he's like, okay, bet. He literally used his devil fruit and then there was nothing. He had like no issues. Go ahead.
IH Comics said something very interesting. He said Blackbeard growth is like Luffy's. They go through side arcs and get stronger each arc, just like the Straw Hats. I think that a lot of people forgot that Blackbeard is actually the parallel to Luffy, and that it's completely true. As you can see, like, okay, last episode I think was the best example of it. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, like, yo, Van Olger is not supposed to be this strong. How come he just like beat down the Cracker's soldier so easily when Gear 4 Luffy wasn't able to? Now listen, canon or not canon, which like the cover story is supposed to be canon, but I know that
they are canon.
Yeah,
no, it's canon. It's canon. Yep, it's canon.
Okay. Anyways, what I mean is like whether people believe that it's canon or not, Van Auger being hella strong makes sense because he's part of the endgame villain like crew, Yonko crew. Y'all, do y'all want them to be fodders? Like they're supposed to be hella strong. We saw that how strong they are last episode. It was to showcase to us that like, oh my god, these are the endgame villain. This is the crew that Luffy's crew is gonna go against, and Luffy's crew is nowhere near ready for this crew. If we're being honest here, everybody needs to level up. Like, I mean, some of the Straw Hats at least needs to level up to go against them. So I don't think it's a reach to see like Van Auger being the strong or anybody else on that crew being the strong. They're the EOS villains. You know?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Somebody also said, "Oh, I always thought that Emu would be the final villain, not Blackbeard." I think it's Blackbeard still. I know that a lot of people think that Emu is going to be the final villain, but I don't think that, bro.
You know, it's funny because like we don't know if Emo is a fighter or is just like manipulating stuff from like the outside. Because when you think about it, if Emo was very strong by herself or himself, I don't know what they are, why would they need Vegapunk to like? What would they need Vegapunk to do the Mother Flame? What would they need like everything else underneath them to be done for them? Like, why wouldn't like Emo just use her powers to like eradicate people or do stuff? You know, like if she needs these kind of like weapons and powers, it's because herself or himself, like maybe they're not that strong by themselves. I'm not saying that they're not gonna be strong. I'm not saying that they're not. And me, I've always thought that like Emo is able to manipulate the Gorosei. That's like her or his strength. But do they have an innate power that we don't know about? I doubt, because why would you care so much about the Mother Flame? You know?
I agree. Also, somebody did ask me, why is Yuta stronger than Sukuna? Sukuna is like hella nerfed. He said it like in the chapter point blank. He said, Itadori has been constantly wearing away at my soul. Itadori is basically trying to separate me from Megumi, and I'm losing that connection. He's already like having very severely nerfed reverse curse technique, right? Like he can barely heal anymore. He can barely use half of his attacks, and he's completely slowed down from his fights with Gojo and Kashimo. Like he is having a significantly harder time. I mean, the Sukuna that we're seeing right now is not the same Sukuna that went up against Gojo. And especially when we're looking at Yuta is in his bag right now, especially given the fact that he's now able to use Sukuna's curse technique. He's just at this point he just has the upper hand. And I feel like a lot of people will, because they like Sukuna, because Sukuna is obviously going to come out on top. But the thing is, he's not going to come out on top because he overpowers Yuta. If he comes out on top, it's going to be either because he gets another finger, which there's still one finger left, right? Or because something else happens in the story that does it. But right now, Yuta has the upper hand, and that's the take. Yuta right now is stronger than Sukuna because Sukuna is heavily nerfed. He said that he's nerfed. There are multiple things that say that he's nerfed, and it's like that. That's the big thing that's happening. That's why this is the first time we see Sukuna on the defensive. is because like Itadori has been withering away at his soul and his connection. So we may even see Megumi come back soon because Sukuna is like so weakened at this point. Did he get jumped? Is he super nerfed? Is he basically in the ICU right now, gasping for air? He's like a Whitebeard during Marineford? Yeah. But that doesn't mean that the take is wrong. But also, I agree with your emu take. Sorry, this guy's been asking, and I just wanted to answer before because I think he wanted to jump out.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask his question.
Nope. That was it. That was the question.
Okay, so Bootsless Joe says, what power from the Blackbeard crew would you take for yourself? So I'm just gonna go very fast. It would be Van Augur just because I can teleport, and I think that teleportation is a very cool power. So go ahead, Chestnut.
Oh, well, now that Hime is completely gone.
I came back. I have food.
Can't even wait a little bit to eat your food. Shake my head.
Yo, who gives a spoon when it's macaronis? Anyways. Sorry. I had to say.
Let's see. What fruit would I take? Probably Katarina Devon's. It's the mythical Fox fruit. I think Ninetail version. I think hers is really interesting. There's like some really cool ones on the crew. I mean, you could obviously choose like Aokiji's fruit, which would be sick, but I think Katarina Devon's can be used in like really interesting ways. I figured you forgot, bro. That's okay. You can't change your answer.
No, I want Aokiji's fruit. I love ice powers. It's like my favorite always.
Also, for the thing, Yuta did need Yuji until the end of the chapter. This is what I'm saying. This is end of chapter. I feel like I don't want to write out like a whole paragraph, bro. But that's literally the take. Is that Sukuna at the end of the chapter is weaker than Yuta. That's it. That's the take. So anything you say, why did he need Yuji? Because he needed him before. Super good. And we get a lot of that in the thing. Does Hime eat her cereal with a fork? Lobby, my boy,
no.
What's good?
Okay, so I have to say something. Yo, this might be like a Hime fact or something. I love eating everything with a fork, unless it's like soup. Okay, I'm not crazy like that. But the thing with me is that I feel like when there's a big surface of metal, which is a spoon, the food tastes just bad. You know. For example, when you eat a salad with the spoon, it just like you feel too much metal in your mouth. It's not good. If you use a fork, it just, first of all, the experience is so much nicer when you just like, I don't know how to say this thing, when you take the food with a fork, and also when you eat it, like there's less surface of metal, so it tastes better. I don't know, bro. Forks are better. Was that weird? I love chopsticks though. Special mention to them.
Okay. I don't know what type of spoons you got, bro. I don't know how big your spoons are, girl, but they do have smaller spoons.
Stabbing. I love stabbing my food.
Okay. All right. Hime, you gotta talk about Luffy versus Kizaru. That's not okay. Go ahead, Hime. You can spit again.
Very fast.
Also, hold up. I'm so glad that you guys finally get that these are the Hime takes. Go ahead, Hime.
Finally, yeah. So now, again, Luffy was having a hard time tagging along Kizaru because he's too fast. And second of all, Luffy was using Haki and also used an advanced conqueror's attack against Kizaru, who haven't used Haki once, by the way. So that means that he wasn't going full powers, full potential. And also that advanced conqueror's attack that Kizaru took head on didn't leave any bruise, scar. He didn't even cough blood, anything. He was stunned on the ground and then he got up. He wasn't unconscious. Luffy was unconscious. So if you're unconscious and the other person is not unconscious, of course the other person is winning. And he got up first, like few seconds after. Luffy had to go to have a lunch break. He didn't win. And also, Kizaru was not even going like full, like he wasn't serious at that first round. Now second round we can argue the fact that he's serious, and I think that he went serious and he got resolved in fighting them when he said to what is her name, Doll, when he said go. I was like, okay, now he's resolved. But first round he was very mentally conflicted. You can see it with his speech where he was changing the way he was speaking, letting his guard down whenever he was speaking to Vegapunk and Bonnie. versus when he was talking to Luffy. So there's the fact that first, he didn't use any haki, no external physical damage after even advanced Conqueror's attacks, and the fact that he wasn't even taking the fight seriously. From the first round, unfortunately for the Luffy people, Luffy fans, whatever you want to call them, Kizaru wins. I'm sorry. Now, second round, anything could change. We'll have to see.
Also, Hime's not saying that he wasn't trying. She's just saying that he was holding back and wasn't using his full power, which like we really haven't seen very much from Kizaru yet. Also, I will say Luffy did not one tap Kizaru. You cannot fight an entire battle and then at the very end, like you punch somebody and both go down and say it's a one tap. I don't understand where this idea that if a punch takes somebody out, it's a one tap because nobody says this about Kaido and Luffy. Nobody said this with Luffy and Crocodile. They're not like, damn, I can't believe that Luffy one tapped Crocodile. He took him out in a single punch, very similarly to Kizaru, in which they both went down. So it's like to me, it's just like it's very weird. I don't know. I feel like there are Gear 5 fans who really like Luffy and they want to hype him up. But the thing is, he's going to be strong. He's the main character. Give him some time. He's going to come back. He always does. He loses like the first time he fights somebody and then he comes back around. That's been the motif for like, I don't know, every fight where Luffy loses the first time he faces somebody, except maybe for Horty Jones and Caesar, right? So maybe like 2 fights he didn't, but he'll lose the first time or he'll go down or he'll have to get a power up to come back. It's just been the motif for a while in One Piece. So it's like I don't know why people are acting like this time it's like no, Luffy has to win. He's the strongest. He's this. It's like he's going to be strong. He's going to win, obviously. But he goes down and loses first. And that's what people are saying. Like it doesn't make any sense for it's like, oh, if Luffy's already like so much stronger than Kizaru, what tension do we have? And I feel like that's why a lot of people have been having an issue with Gear 5. They're like, there's no tension in the fight. It's like, because you overrate Luffy. If you stopped overrating Luffy and you stopped thinking that Luffy was up here and everybody else is down here, there would be tension still. The issue is that so many people think that Luffy is actually up here when he's not. He's on the same level as Kizaru. He's going to be very slightly stronger, but that's what makes a battle interesting. And I think that that's a really big reason why people have an issue with Gear 5. Gear 5 is too overpowered. It's like, no, you think it is, and now you have an issue with the story where it's like, it's kind of more headcanon. So, yeah, Luffy's going to come back and beat Kizaru. Of course. Nobody said that. But for that first round, very similarly to every other One Piece battle, Luffy went down. He didn't win. So, I understand the take.
And like a lot of people are like, yo, so she's saying that Kizaru was holding back. Yo, there is not one admiral in the history of admiral that wasn't holding back when they were fighting. Maybe you can make an argument for what is his name, Green Bull. Maybe he wasn't holding back when he went into his tree form. Whatever. I'm not talking about him. He's a newcomer. When it comes to Fujitora, Kizaru, Aokiji, and even Akainu, we have not yet seen their full power. Now, you can say that Akainu versus Aokiji, they went full power, 100%. And what happened? 10 days straight. So I'm just saying that every time we've seen the admirals, they were holding back because they didn't want to destroy everything around them. And there were civilians, there were people they needed to protect. And even Kizaru right now, if he would have used haki, which, let's be honest, admirals know how to use haki. And we already have the confirmation that they can use advanced armament as well because of Marineford. If he was using haki, I would be like, oh yeah, he took the fight more seriously. He hasn't used haki yet. So of course, in my head, yes, he wasn't serious yet. Now, we'll have to see next chapters how he fights. I need to see him use haki, bro, to take him seriously.
So my big thing is that, and Mr. actually brought up a really good point. We actually did see 2 admirals fight seriously, but only against each other, and that fight lasted for 8 days. And that was Kizaru that was Kuzan and Akainu. And those 2 literally fought for like, what was it, like 7-8 days straight on an island and completely changed the terrain. That's the level that we're expecting from the admirals, right? Is literally island changing. So if you're not seeing that, because like saying, oh, well, Kizaru's holding back. Well, yeah, because we haven't seen him at that power. We haven't seen him at the power of what we saw Aokiji do. Especially if you read the manga, it's like, you know how strong Aokiji was. Aokiji was boxing with Garp. Or I should say Kuzan, not Aokiji. I've corrected somebody on that before. But like Kuzan and Garp were fighting, and we just haven't seen that same thing from Kizaru yet. So to say it's like, oh, well, he's not holding back, he's definitely not giving it as much as we're expecting from the admirals for sure. especially when we're looking at the other admirals. And when you're looking at Akainu, Kuzan, and Kizaru, they're all should be somewhere around the same level. Relative, not technically. You know what I mean? Because like when I say same level, it's like here's like the same level, and you can be like above or below, right? Like that. Like that's how it is. It's not like they're exactly the same in power in every single category. That's not how that works. That's just not how power scaling works. Um, so you need to make sure that when you're looking at it, it's like, could Kizaru stand up to Kuzan? Would that be an equal fight? If you're saying, well, no, look at he went down. He's obviously significantly weaker than Kuzan. It's like, well, they were kind of all on the same level before, so it's like if he's not showing out, there must be a reason. They did show a couple reasons too. They showed that he was mentally conflicted. He's literally saying Bonnie and Kuma. He hasn't attacked Kuma at all, even though Kuma directly hit Saturn. So there's a lot of things that go into it. You know what I mean? So to say that, oh well, it's a reach to say he's holding back, he hasn't shown us the same stuff that we saw. So it's like unless he's changing the island into light, like how Kuzan and Akainu were doing, uh, I say that that's pretty reasonable. We should expect more from the admirals. But even just looking at their fight, both of them went down. If two people go down in a fight, there's no winner. That's a tie. So to say that they're on the same level or that Luffy and Kizaru are relative to each other, I think it's a completely apt scenario. Luffy did not one shot because if he did, the fight would have been over in one punch instead of being over after an entire battle. There are multiple panels of them fighting, so you can't say, "Oh, well, Luffy one punched him." It's like, well, then he should have just one punched him before he went after Vegapunk in the beginning, right? So that's the basic argument.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like because of Marineford, people are just like shitting on the admirals. Like the only two people, I feel like the only two people that had like very good showings in the admirals was Aokiji and Akainu, and mostly Akainu, just because like he went against Whitebeard. But the thing is like if you rate Akainu high because of Marineford, you have to rate Aokiji high because he's relative to him because they went fighting 10 days against each other, extreme diff. So and then you can make an argument in saying that Fujitora and Green Bull are weaker. I do firmly believe that at least for Fujitora, he's been holding back this whole time. And for Kizaru, you see him like how he's able to tag along a Gear 5 Luffy who's using advanced conquerors against him. So we're in 2024, and if you still think that the admirals are fodders, I don't know what to say. And also, you're literally insulting Oda's writing skills because how is he gonna have the only power system that is against the pirates be fodders? How is that maintaining the balance of the world? That makes no sense. Like, just use your logic. Yeah. Oh my god, used to. Give me a sec. I don't know why the collab came today. Let me put you back.
Does not be like me. Also, what's up? What's up, Alden? I see you. And then Mistress saying that we're W's. Thank you, Broski. I appreciate it. Listen, I think that these takes aren't like, especially when you're looking at like these takes, like to me, yo, is that Dak in the chat? He's saying he may just eat the food.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was gonna say he may just eats the food. And sorry guys, yeah, like I just put her back. Like he's like just not good invisibility fruit. You're just not be John Cena, bro.
I do be, bro. Also, make sure you guys go check out Dak's new video up on his YouTube. If somebody could drop that link. Another banger from Dak Sake, bro. Another 100K video coming soon. But yeah, I'm just all I'm saying is that like, you know, it is totally reasonable to expect a little bit more from the admirals given the Kuzan and Akainu fight. I feel like especially like a lot of people probably want that. I think like myself as somebody who enjoys reading One Piece, I want to see the villains be stronger, and I think that this is something that you also said as well, bro. The villain should be stronger than the previous villains because that's what makes the story interesting. If all of your villains are the same level or if your villains never get stronger, that is a bad story. So the fact that we're expecting Kizaru to be stronger is not us coping. It's, oh, well, this is how Oda writes the story, right? If you read One Piece, you would expect that. That's all we're saying. Kizaru should be stronger, and we've seen what Akainu and Kuzan can do, so it's not out of the realm to expect that from Kizaru.
And also, like to just add up to this argument, it is normal that the villains, or even anybody who is the same rank as previous villains, be stronger every arc, because when you think about it, the Straw Hats become stronger every arc. So if you're saying that the villains stay the same rank, How is that making sense? Why are they still going extreme diff? Why did Zoro have a hard time against King if King is supposedly the same rank as the previous commander? Makes no sense. They are all stronger version of the old villains, unless they really get one shotted in a fight, which didn't happen. So yes, power cliffing exists in One Piece.
Oh, I agree. Also, the fact that people think that Shanks beats Blackbeard currently in the story, even after the latest episode, to me is crazy. Blackbeard is literally the strongest in the verse. He is the parallel to Luffy. He is one of the strongest pirates. So strong, in fact, that he is the only man to scar Shanks. I feel like you guys should remember that, especially when you're looking at that. Like, I
Was
feel
it
like
confirmed?
yeah, Shanks, the only person to scar Shanks was Blackbeard, and this is before he got his devil fruit, by the way, BT dubs. This is the same person that you guys are like, oh, well, he was on, you guys, especially because I already know that people who think that Shanks over Blackbeard, they also think like Mihawk over Shanks, Mihawk top in the verse. Well, the same person who was rivals with Mihawk, who never got a scar from the world's strongest swordsman, got a scar from Blackbeard. Um, it is like pretty much confirmed that Blackbeard is so strong. That's why they're like Shanks is literally like watching his every move. They have people spying on Blackbeard because he's so terrified of him and what he's going to do. He's making sure that Blackbeard and Luffy don't have an interaction. Like he went to Wano to try to stop Blackbeard because he thought Blackbeard was going to be around there because he knows Luffy is not strong enough to take him on. Blackbeard is insane. We literally saw him basically destroy an entire island with the Gura Gura off of like a nonsense move. He literally was just like, let's see what we can do. Took an awakened devil fruit attack from Law and only had a nosebleed. And this man takes double damage, by the way. This is the same move that damaged Big Mom to the point where she was screaming, and like that was like the one move that like basically helped take her out. He just tanked that attack like it was nothing. Blackbeard is severely underrated by the fandom, and especially when you're looking like we all like to say, oh well, you know what I mean, like Shanks and Mihawk, Blackbeard scarred Shanks, and Mihawk could never scar Shanks. So when you're thinking about these people on these levels, just remember you're putting Mihawk and Shanks all the way up here, right? Like these are your top two. These are the people who are the strongest. Blackbeard, without any devil fruit, was able to do what Mihawk could not do. Mihawk could not scar Shanks, and Blackbeard was able to. So yeah, Blackbeard is top one in the verse, very clearly. He has the two strongest devil fruits in the verse. The Yami Yami no Mi, it not only can negate devil fruit powers, but it has like some of the biggest like hacks in the verse at the moment. I'm sorry, bro. Like I feel like it's not even a question in my mind that Blackbeard is the strongest. Go ahead, Himi.
I mean, you're the best at defending your goat.
Yeah.
If
I mean, somebody said Blackbeard got shook by Rayleigh. He said, "Nah, I don't want to take you on yet." Like, and then took Kobe, right? Rayleigh was literally shook by him, bro. Rayleigh even point blank stated, I would not be able to beat Blackbeard. The person who circled the world with Roger, the King of the Pirates, probably one of the strongest people that has ever been alive, said I could not beat Blackbeard. To take that and to say, oh, well, Blackbeard was scared of Rayleigh. He wasn't scared. He was cautious. He's like, I'm not too sure. I don't have the intel on him yet. And the thing is that why go somewhere and take losses? Like, what would have beating and like going after Rayleigh have done in that situation? Nothing. And we know that Blackbeard doesn't go after stuff just to be nothing. Like, it's crazy. Oh yeah, and Dak even said in the chat, Shanks said he wasn't caught off guard. Blackbeard got that scar in a legit fashion. Mihawk could not scar Shanks, and Blackbeard was able to scar Shanks. Rayleigh even point blank stated, I could not beat Blackbeard at this moment. Shanks is having people gather intel on Blackbeard because he is so scared about what Blackbeard could do in the world. You guys think that Shanks was going up to the Gorosei to talk about Luffy? Shanks went up to the Gorosei to talk about Blackbeard, guys. When Law saw Blackbeard pull out the Yami Yami in the latest episode and started to sweat because he knew
the
that
vortex.
He was. Yeah, when he said Black Vortex, and then you see Law, and Law's like, oh jeez, I'm cooked.
No, but honestly, yeah. Even though Law put up a good fight, like it was so obvious
unfair.
he's gonna lose, unfortunately.
Yeah, Blackbeard.
No, but Blackbeard. But that's the thing. Also, people forget that like Blackbeard's supposed to go against Luffy EOS. So like, again, y'all y'all expect him to be a father. Like, this is the thing. This is the thing. I hate using portrayal. I hate using you know, that to scale somebody, whatever. But like, it's just like so obvious when you think about it that maybe you don't see him as like a threat now, which he already is. But as of like portrayal wise, he's going to be, even if you don't want him to be.
That is true. Also, I do think it's funny if you ever pop into an anime live and call somebody else cringe. You're in an anime live, bro. I'm just gonna say, I would look in the mirror. Also, can I just say, cringe culture is dead. Be as cringe as you want to be. You can like whatever you like, because at the end of the day,
100%.
if you enjoy something, like, you shouldn't let like some random guy who makes no money tell you otherwise. And that's my thing. Listen, bro, never listen to broke people. If somebody is broke, don't listen to them, because they are going to say things that hurt your enjoyment. If you're a content creator, and let's say you like making, like, I don't know, something cringy. Ben 10. Let's say you like making Ben 10 videos, right? And you love Ben 10 and you want to talk about it, and somebody says you're cringe. That man is broken in his bedroom, bro, and he ain't doing it. He ain't pulling it. You're making content. You're doing good. Don't ever do that. Don't ever like stop doing what you enjoy just because somebody says that you're cringe. Bring cringe is cool. Like Dungeons and Dragons, super cringe, right? I love playing D&D. D&D is fun as hell. Human, when we played D&D, didn't you like enjoy it? Like hella?
It's yo. She was the first one to show me D&D, and I fell in love with this game. It's so good. It's
Like,
very nice.
yeah, bro. Like being cringe is just like crazy. Just because you broke don't mean nothing. I mean, like, yeah, like when you're telling like people, oh, you shouldn't be making content or talking about or having like takes on the screen, like, you know what I mean? Like, we make money off of this, so it's like you like I said, bro. If you're getting really upset, like, oh man, she's saying that I'm broke. I'm saying like broke mentality too. You shouldn't be telling people to like not get a bag just because you think that something's cringe. I always find that very weird. Like, I also find it very weird that people get upset when it's like, oh, just because I don't have money. It's like, well, I'm not saying like, oh, people who don't have money, you shouldn't listen. I'm saying people who come in here and insult you for making content, or they'll insult the content that you make. It's like, you don't got the mentality, bro. Like, make whatever content you like. If you don't like an anime live, don't consume the content. Block us. You have the power to not watch. So yeah, that's like it's the broke mentality, where it's like the you shouldn't do things just that you like, and you can make a little bit of extra buck off of it because it's cringe. And that's my thing. Like, you should make whatever you like comic book content. People thought that comic books were cringe for a while, and you see TikTokers making entire lives off of it. Like, you could literally like have a whole career off of talking about comic books. You could have a whole career talking about anime. You could have a whole career just like doing this stuff. Don't ever let somebody with a broke mentality come in here and tell you you shouldn't be making content on something that you love or something that you're passionate about. Because they don't understand the grind set. Point blank. Also, yeah, you do need, also for people, being a professional yapper pays you, bro. Learn to yap, learn to talk. If you have the gift of gab, you'll go far in life, bro. If you're not a yapper and you can't talk for an extended amount of time, you will never have a live with over 100 people. You will never get gifts on your lives. Like, you need to learn to talk. Learn to not be afraid to talk, because you'll make money.
So
Point
like,
blank.
if I wanted to add on that, if there's something I learned in life, because I was an anime fan ever since I was very, very, very young, and like, I didn't really have like, like, so we didn't really have social media when we were younger. I mean, at least in my generation. And like, people around me weren't like so much like, didn't know anime that much, or I didn't know the people who knew anime. And even growing up, I thought that like there wasn't that much, but it's like when I found communities online that I found that there was a lot of people who liked the same stuff as me. And with time, I learned that there's a niche for everything. I swear to God, there's a fan base for everything, a niche for everything. So if you're passionate about something, best believe there's millions of people, maybe not millions, but at least thousands of people who have the same passion as you, and who's going to relate to your stuff. So that's why when she says that make content about like even cartoons or anything, like, yes, 100%. If you're passionate about something, yo, just try it out, because passion is gonna get you to places. I'm telling you, you can feel when somebody's passionate when they make a video or when they talk about something. So if you're passionate about something, you want to make it like, I don't know, you want to make your life out of it, you want to make money out of it, try to get into content, try to make content about it, and people will feel your passion and will follow you if it works, it works. But I'm telling you, there's a niche for everything. There's literally you would be stunned to know. I'm telling you, I learned there's like a niche for like the stupidest things or even the smallest things. No, I'm not gonna say stupid because there's it's something important for other people. The smallest things, I swear, like anything has a niche. I'm not even joking with you guys. It's mind blowing. So you're never alone. Is something I want to say. You're never alone in whatever you like or even dislike. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that a lot of people don't realize that making content can be fun. Sometimes you have a take, like sometimes you're like, oh, I have this take, and then people are like, oh, well, you're wrong. And then you kind of talk to them, and they're like, oh, wait, that's what you mean. Like that's what you're saying. That's what the argument is. And so it starts a conversation because the thing is, that, like things that you think, oh, well, this is obvious in the series, and then you like listen to somebody, you're like, oh, wait, I'm actually wrong. Like this wasn't very obvious. This wasn't that. Also, no spam in the comments. We don't like spam. The spam is the
Yes.
spamming is actually cringe. We're just gonna
Yeah, that's actually shitting on
yeah
people's passion is cringe. Everything that
yeah
goes against making somebody happy, like or seeing somebody happy, is cringe.
yeah. So like,
Yeah, you know. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
but like my big thing, especially when people are like, oh well, why do you do like anime lives? It's like because it's fun.
Yeah. We
Like
get to
who cares?
discuss, and this was a Q&A. Like honestly, if you guys still have questions, ask them, by the way. We're gonna pick some of them. But yeah, no, it was just like to connect with the community, talk, have fun. You know, like we love talking about anime, and we don't mind putting ourselves out there. And also it helps us connect with, like, our followers and the people who loves us, and maybe also reach new audience. Like this, the whole point is just like, to connect with y'all and have fun, because at the end of the day, if it was just to debate, I will just debate her off cam, like. And she's probably very like tired of my takes.
Nah,
So
listen,
yeah,
listen, bro. I enjoy the takes. I also think BT Dubs for the Sea King is Yanko level. I know that that's been a meme for a while, but like we said, bro, Blackbeard and Shanks had like an actual battle. It was very clear that when Shanks like went to save Luffy, it's a very different scenario. So no, very obviously not. Especially if you're using my logic, it would have to be like Shanks would have to been 1v1 fighting the Sea King high diff, which that's not what happened, bro. He went to go save Luffy, had his arm taken off, probably to make sure that Luffy was protected. He was protecting somebody, which is different. Same thing with Garp, where it's like you wouldn't ever say that Shiryu is stronger than Garp because he was able to stab him and take him out, but it's because he's protecting somebody. Very different scenario. It's like the same thing, or it's like you could say it for Odin, right? Odin went up against Kaido, and because Odin held back with Momonosuke because he thought he was protecting somebody, he held back. He stopped doing it. He wasn't at full power. Protecting somebody is very different than just going full out in a battle. That's why it's like it's usually used as a crutch, as a cripple for other people. Go ahead, Human, because I see you got
so,
your.
before the switch chat, I just want to say also, let's not forget that the editors asked Oda to make it very more dramatic. The editor asked Oda to do it this way. If it was just for Oda, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have made it this dramatic. It was literally asked of him, the seeking with Luffy. But also, a $2 super chat from Jose. He says, okay, so Tanuki and Hime 2024 USA president. 100%, let's go. Honestly, like, y'all be electing interesting people in the US.
That is true. Also, when we're talking about like protecting people, we're talking about like the act of it. I don't know. I feel like have you noticed that like I feel like some people think that they can do like gotchas, but they just end up looking really dense. Like I don't know. To me, I find it very embarrassing when people try to do a gotcha and it turns out it's like so wrong. I don't know, bro. It to me it's embarrassing to try to get like a gotcha on somebody and then not understand the point. But that's my
That's
hot
for
take of the day.
sure.
Trying to do a gotcha instead of understanding the argument is cringe.
Yeah.
I love
Honestly,
doing
yo,
that.
I actually tweeted about that not a long time ago. I said that you literally lose nothing by just being open-minded and accepting a different point of view.
Or
Accepting
just
somebody who's
understanding it.
challenging. Yeah, it's something, somebody who's challenging your perspective, or just like something new, like a new way of seeing something, new arguments, how somebody explains something. You literally only win. Like maybe you get nothing out of it, but you cannot lose. You can just broaden your perspective, your mind, your views. It's never like, it's never a loss. So that's why I always tell people, just be open-minded. Even if something doesn't make sense to you, let them explain it. And if it still doesn't make sense, it's fine. But at least if it does, it will just be gains for you at the end of the day.
Yeah. Also, this is what I be talking about, bro. That thing that I just said, where I just said people try to do like a gotcha without understanding. This guy literally is like, "Yo, you just called it cringe and saying that you shouldn't be embarrassed of cringe." It was obviously a tongue in cheek joke referencing the fact that these people called us cringe, and then were, sometimes I wonder if the irony is it gets too palpable, if I could grab it out of the air. Like after me saying that doing a gotcha without understanding certain things will make you look like intellectually dishonest. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. Yeah, take a joke, guys. It's very easy to understand when somebody, especially when somebody like insults you, right? Because obviously TikTok people insult you all the time. But when somebody insults you and somebody turns it around, after saying like, "Yo, this isn't cool," and then they throw a little like get back at you, just take it, bro. If you go after somebody, there's this one girl and I love her TikToks, bro. And she's like a girl gamer, and men will say all of this stuff to her. Like they'll just go crazy in like her Call of Duty lobbies, and then she'll like say something back, and they're like, "Why'd you say that?" And it's like, bro, you can't be. I always
Treat,
find I
treat
always find
people
that
how
very funny.
treat people how they treat you when they get mad. It's an
That is
actual
true.
thing.
That
It's an
is
actual
true. They
thing.
get they get really mad. They're like, "Oh, well, they." So here's the thing. I feel like some people they hold you to like a higher standard, or they think like, "Oh, well, they're not gonna make fun of me like how I did," and it's like, bro, I don't care. Like this is the internet, right? Like this is TikTok. If you're respectful, I'm respectful back. Like hella, I'm not like if anybody asked me like the people who asked genuine questions, we answered their genuine questions. We were very nice. But when people are like really mean and rude and they're spamming, it's like, bro, don't do that. Like, and
No,
then
I
and then when you
agree.
like, I also hate how people can't take jokes. It sucks, bro. It sucks because you'll say a joke, and I think that like a lot of people have realized this too. You'll do like a very obvious joke, and people just get so mad. It's like I think one time I just said something like, "Oh yeah, like Zoro like no diff Sanji," or something like that. Like I said that like one time in a live, and people were getting like really pissed. I'm like, bro, obviously I was joking. Like it was like a very obvious like even like tone inflection. Like sometimes I feel like on TikTok like those people who do like the slash serious, I feel like people genuinely need those. I don't know, bro. Oh, what's our opinion on solo
Uh,
leveling? We're actually we do live reacts to it. We love solo leveling. BT dubs.
yeah, I very much enjoy Solo Leveling. I've read it. It's a very good manhwa. I recommend it if you want an easy, bingeable read. Very interesting. Go read it. And if you like it, then ask me and I'll give you more recommendations. Uh, Somebody asked, "What's your opinion about Dragon?" So I want to say that I had a very much love and hate relationship with Dragon. At the beginning, at Lockdown, I was like, "Yo, that dude looks cool," and then like MIA for like millions of chapters, comes like a build up made for him during Egghead, and then we're like, oh my god, okay, what's gonna happen? Then he doesn't very much, he doesn't spin the block for anybody. Okay, whatever, he has a bigger plan, I guess. And then like nothing ends up happening, so like the hype died down with him. But now I just started accepting the fact that his arc is gonna come at some point. It's not now. It's probably gonna. It's not. And it's not on Egghead. Anybody who think that Dragon's coming on Egghead, listen. You need to let it go. Like I understand this helps you sleep at night. You need to let it go, because it's not happening. I'm telling you right now, the deception is going to be crazy. Do not expect
Dragon
him
ain't
to
coming
come on
back, bro.
Egghead.
Nah,
he's
bro.
he's gonna have his, I think the revolutionary army is gonna have their arc against the holy knights, or god's knight, whatever you want to call them. I think that's their enemy. I think that they're gonna have their own like moment in a future arc, but it's not happening right now, that's for sure. I think people just need to stop like expecting that to happen now. That's the whole thing. But I am pretty sure that dragon's gonna come through and be super strong. He has the portrayal for it. But yeah, not now, for sure.
Yeah. What? Who? There's a really good one question here too. your opinion, who's the strongest fire anime character? I feel like I gotta go.
Ooh.
I feel like I gotta go Natsu, bro. Natsu literally like destroyed time. Like he like burnt through time at the very end. So I'm gonna go Natsu, but I think Shinra, or that's his name from Fire Force. Yeah, I'm not dumb. Yeah, I think that he's like a good second. Like I I mean he also created a universe. I don't know which is like better like power scaling wise, but I would say they're probably like the two strongest.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm googling honestly because I forgot. Like, okay, so we have. So here I'm saying, yeah, we have Shinra. You said I haven't watched Fire Force yet. Natsu, I'm not caught up. Why are people saying Itachi? What? Um,
Don't
Ace. Oh,
he
I
is not
forgot.
inspired.
Yeah,
Itachi is
exactly.
not inspired. He's
Yeah,
not
I don't know.
inspired, bro.
Yeah, who? Yeah, Google
He
is
has
saying
one
that.
move. He has
I
one
know,
move,
I know,
bro.
I know. It's funny, it's funny. But honestly, Ace is very strong. But I think that Yamamoto from Bleach is kind of crazy. You know what? I think I
That
might
is
have
true.
to. I might have to pick Yamamoto from Bleach. I don't know about you guys. Like I
I
would.
think
I would
Shinra
say.
could beat him, bro.
You think so? Also like I very like I like also Todoroki, but I don't think he's strong enough. But Yamamoto from Bleach, I think
No,
it's a
Todoroki.
good choice.
Listen, bro. Todoroki should not be in the conversation.
Yeah, no, he's
uh,
not because yeah, he's not. He's not. But Yamamoto, I think from Bleach, like the Division Zero, whatever one captain, whatever. Yeah, I think he's pretty strong.
I think Shinra could beat both. The issue is like Shinra versus Natsu. It's like can Natsu just like eat everything and like that's like the big thing with Natsu is like he's just so strong, especially if you're reading like 100-Year Quest, like the powerful like god dragons that he's able to take down.
Yeah.
And like he's also just like able to eat fire. So it's so hard to do it with like specifically fire users for Natsu because it's like he just has like a very broken ability. Um
Mm. Oh my god, somebody said XQC type talking. I know! We come from the same town, bro. I mean, no. I am not like that's not my ethnicity, but I'm born here. But yeah, like he used to live in the same city as me, bro. We
he
all
used to
talk
live
like this
in
when we speak English.
damn, bro. You said, listen, ain't you see him at the airport one time?
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. Guys, I was going to New York and bro, and you know what's crazy? It was the day where I was late because they had a random search for the Arab, which is me. Obviously, they're gonna stop me. So they had a random search. And you know what's funny is that I had cosplays because I was going to Anime NYC and I had cosplays inside of my bag. Bro, the look of the face of the guy, he was searching my bag, he was looking at costumes, and he was like, and I was like, I'm going to a convention. And he was like, okay. Bro, I was so embarrassed. Anyways, I was almost late to my plane. He let me like close my stuff and go to in the line. I go in the line in front of me. Like there's there's a line here, there's another line here, like right next to me. XQC. Bro, this man had almost no luggage around him. He had like he was iced up, bro. He had like a chain. He had like a like bracelet. Like everything was bling bling, and he was wearing like regular clothes. And he seemed like unfazed with life. He was just looking at his phone, and I was like, "What the fuck is that XQC?" And then I saw like it was actually XQC. I don't know if he was. I don't know if we were going to the same destination, but yeah, we were going to like the United States, like part of the airport. So yeah, it was kind of funny that happened.
You should have been like, yo, can we get that cool
Uh,
collaboration, bro? Can
yeah,
you
imagine
feature me, bro?
for people asking, it's XQC. I'm talking about. Yeah,
But word up.
yeah.
It
We've been talking
is
for a
8:30.
while.
Yeah, we may want to call it quits now, broski. It's already been an hour and 30 minutes.
True. People are asking if you cosplay as well. She did cosplay at Anime NYC, and she's going to recosplay at the next Anime NYC. So you guys, be prepared. She's very cute in cosplays.
Listen, bro. I will be cosplaying Young Big Mom. Also,
Young
make
Big
sure
Mom
that
is so valid.
listen, bro. Young Big Mom is lit, bro. I heavy mess with her. I do some cosplay. But it's hard because I'm very short in real life, so I can't do like the tall people. Oh, yo, Max, what's up, bro? Also, Lavi. Lobby is such a W. Make sure that you guys join the Discord if you guys aren't already in it. Yo, I gotta go grab another Pepsi soon. But yeah, just make sure you guys join the Discord because it's cool. Also, I am at 3% right now. After streaming for like an hour and a half, I get just like ridiculously tired. Because I'd be working full shifts, bro. I'd be on that grind. But yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to join the Discord, just go on any of our bios, and then in our link tree, first link, and join. It's a very happy, fun Discord. If you're a Buggy fan, you're gonna enjoy it as well. But yeah, it was very, very fun. There was like a chill Q&A. We decided to do it today.
Yeah, this was pretty cool, but
next stream is gonna be the One Piece chapter probably, or the JJK chapter, depending on which one comes out first.
We'll see. We'll see what actually happens. But word up. All right, wanna get us out then, Hime?
Yes. So thank you again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Love you guys.
All right, bye guys. Peace, peace.